So I see you guys in the Facebook. So give me just a couple minutes. I'm just going to share really quickly. That was really weird. There was a big delay right there. Just let me know as you guys are coming in. I do see the number for Facebook. And if you guys are coming in on Facebook, just make sure to hit that StreamYard link. It should be right there where you click to come in and watch the video. And that's really going to help you be able to comment, and I get to see who it is. Otherwise, it just shows me Facebook user, and it doesn't really tell me who's here. All right, almost done getting everything situated. I am trying to find a better way of doing this so I'm not having to do it like right as we go live. I'm not sure how to like share them before we actually hit the button. All right, I think we are ready. Hi, Eliana. Oh, one more second. I'm almost ready. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm way more excited about this reading than I was yesterday's live, but still didn't get ready in time. So just the cards today. But I do want to make sure to get on here. I wanted to wait actually till the 11/11 date to do the 11/11 portal reading. But then I thought, oh my gosh, that's waiting too late, and then people won't know. And so, yeah, we're doing it today. But it is for tomorrow. And I just want to give you like a little bit of a definition of what the 11/11 portal is, because I feel like it's such a big day that we just let go by and we don't really realize like what's happening on that date. So 11/11, of course, happens every year. And I did put on there on the thumbnail, I put on there, have you ever heard it's 11/11, it's time to make a wish? So you guys always see 11/11 like on your clocks, on your phones. And a lot of times 11/11 can get confused with like angel numbers because there is different meaning situations. It's a totally different situation there. Um, so we make wishes, and it is very much about like making a wish, but the date itself is a little bit different. So when you see 11/11 like throughout your day, let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Hi, David. Um, and awesome hitting the StreamYard link. Thank you. So I can see who it is. That's awesome. All right. So when you guys see 11/11, you're making a wish. What you're doing is you're manifesting, right? You're speaking something into existence. Do people make silly wishes like, I wish a car would fall out of the sky and land on all the wheels and everything worked just fine and I could drive away and drive it forever and ever? Of course people do. But do those wishes come true? No, not normally. Normally when you're manifesting, you're asking the universe to help you create something. The universe very much expects you to do your part. So there is action that you have to take when you're manifesting. But when you speak things into existence, or you have like positive affirmations, that's pretty much kind of the same thing. So a lot of times we're doing this when the clock says 11/11, or when you look on your phone and you catch the 11/11 and you don't really realize that you're doing it. If you are seeing other numbers like 222, 333, 111, those do have different meanings, and they do, I would recommend researching what those meanings are, because there is a purpose for you seeing these numbers. However, when you see the 11/11, it's more of the universe kind of giving you an opportunity like, hey, you're on the right path. What is it that you're wanting to do next? You see what I'm saying? All right. So another thing I want to talk about the 11/11 portal is it's year to year. So a lot of times people don't realize, the people that do know what the 11/11 portal is and do use it to manifest, don't realize that it's actually from one year to the next. So what you're trying to manifest today might not necessarily be here tomorrow. Normally it's something that's going to be a long period of time. So that's why people say when you're using the 11/11 portal, you really want to go big. You want to you really want to manifest like your biggest dreams. So whatever it is you think that you want to do, you want to go bigger and above and beyond all of that. And the reason is because it's such a, you're so connected to spirit in this portal, that as long as, I wrote a couple of things, like as long as it's in alignment with the greater good of all people involved, as long as it's not like a selfish situation, like you're not just saying, I wish I had $1 million to go spend on candy. You see what I'm saying? As long as it's not, it's unselfish, it's going to help other people. The universe is going to help you. It's going to help you manifest. Now, when I say help you, it doesn't mean it's just going to give it to you. You're going to have to actually do things to make it happen, but you're going to see things like open up for you, new opportunities where things before could have been like blocked and in your way. You're going to see those things move out of the way so that you are able to manifest this thing that you want. So I wanted to get on today just to say, hi, Diana. I do see the hi Facebook user, so I'm not sure who it is, but hi. And I do see Charity. Hi, Charity. I'm so glad you guys can join me because I really want to do these 11/11 readings. So I just kind of gave a little bit of a definition of what we're doing with the 11/11 portal, and how you're manifesting. And you're manifesting something that's going to take you like a year to see fruition. You see what I mean? So whatever it is you're working on right now, and I'm going to give you a really quick example. I wonder if Cheryl's here. My future mother-in-law was here visiting me and spending some quality time with me this morning. And I was explaining to her what we were going to do with the 11/11 live reading. And I was telling her, I was like, whatever you're working on right now, whatever you're trying to manifest into existence, is really what's going to be opened up for you throughout this next year. And by 11/11 of next year, 2022, you should really start to see some fruition of the thing that you was trying to manifest. And what she's really focused on right now, what we're all focused on right now, are the children, because, you know, it takes a village, right? So yeah, she's the grandma and she's just very focused on making sure they get the things they need, and that, you know, that they can start out this difficult journey of life in a positive way. So I told her, I was like, since that's what you're focused on, it's really kind of cool because that's really what you're going to be manifesting like throughout this next year. So think about what you guys have been trying to do, trying to manifest, whether it's a new situation, whether you're trying to manifest like a fixing of an old situation, you know, something like that. That's really where your focus has been up to this date, is what you're going to be working on in this next year through this 11/11 portal. So I just really wanted to give a good definition of what the 11/11 portal was. And I also wanted to remind you guys, so when you do see 11/11 on your phone, on your clocks, addresses, license plates, I mean, I see it everywhere. So another thing is, the more you see it, the more aligned you are, the more likely that something's fixing to happen. And then it's also an opportunity. So always take the opportunity. I always start with how grateful I am. Thank you for letting me see the 11/11 and showing me that I'm on the right path. And then I'll start with what I wish or what I'm trying to manifest. So I just wanted to throw that out there, give you guys an idea so you can use the 11/11 as often as I do. But I just want you guys to realize how important the date is. This particular date is super important, a little bit different than when you see it on the clock, and a lot different than just regular angel numbers where you see like the repeated numbers. And again, if you guys don't know what those repeated numbers are, they guide me every day. So I definitely recommend like having a chart, something in your pocket, something on your phone that shows you what those numbers mean, so that you can refer to it quickly when you see them, so you can actually use that portal for that situation, for, you know, whatever it is that they're trying to tell you. All right, so that is the definition. The next thing I wanted to do is I want to do a collective 11/11 portal reading. I do want to do individual ones, so please stick around because I totally want to see what you guys are going to get like individually. Hi, Sandra. So, but I want to do a collective one because my channel is very twin flame based, and spirit does very much guide all of you guys to me. We are very much in this collective, and I just want to say I put out a little thing in the community tab today just saying thank you to everyone, because all week. Really, it's been like for the last month. I've really been getting like a lot of really heartfelt, deep, deep thank yous. A lot of times when you guys order from the Etsy shop, oh, I forgot to put the thing down there. All the links should be in all the description box, guys, in everywhere. So we're on Facebook, we're in the group, we're on YouTube, anywhere. All the description box should be full. I made sure to have it all in there. It shows you all my links. So if you're looking for an Etsy shop reading, make sure to check that out. And I do want to mention, if you are a twin flame, um, you're my purpose. You're the reason I'm here. So if you need a coupon, if the price is too high, all my readings are $19.99, except for the 2-question is $11.11. But if you still need a coupon, please just let me know. I don't mind making them. I make them all the time. So please, please take advantage of that. I know when I was going through my twin journey, there was times where I couldn't afford $60 for some reading somewhere for somebody just to give me a heads up or like guide me down a certain path. So I'm just saying, if you need the coupon, please let me know. Don't be shy. Don't mind doing it. But yeah, in the Etsy shop, totally forgot what I was going to say about the Etsy shop. Twin Flame Collective. Everyone is twin flames. Everyone that's like gathered to me comes to me very much on a twin flame journey. We're very similar. It seems like our journeys are very similar. I might be a little bit ahead of you on some things, but you might be a little bit ahead of me on other things. Like Miss Al, I don't see Miss Al in here. I wish she was here. She's always teaching me stuff all the time teaching me things that I thought I already know, and no, she's still teaching me. So we teach each other. We're very much a collective. Oh, that's what I was saying. I don't know why the camera keeps shaking. But I did make a thank you on the community page. So if you guys see that, please make sure to hit that like button for me. I am trying to get my community page to grow a little bit. It is brand new. So Sandra says, never heard anything on my twin flame. So Sandra, you'll have to remind me. She says she has the app also for angel numbers. That is super cool. Charity says there's an app for angel number meanings. Oh, Charity, you're gonna have to tell me what that app is. Super cool. All right, so since we do have all the twin flames, I thought it would be best to do a collective 11/11 reading for twin flames. So it's really simple one. It's going to be super small. And then I want you guys to, like, if you want to ask, and we don't have to do 11/11 portal readings. If you guys want current energy or yes or no questions, we can do those too. But I'm really kind of interested to see like what your own 11/11 portal readings are going to be. This is going to be more collectively, like what we're trying to do as twin flames. All our souls together collectively, what are we trying to do? The first thing I'm going to ask is, and this is kind of like a reading that I do for myself kind of often, and I always start most of my readings with a message from spirit, because I really feel like that's the first thing. You guys will ask me a question, and I know you guys have noticed by now because I've been doing this for a year, but you guys will ask me a question and I will try to do the reading with the intention of what your question is. But if spirit has another message for you, that's the message that's going to come out. I think it's funny, like when people call, like they'll message and they'll want a reading on like their soulmate, or they'll want a reading on their job, and it's like all twin flame stuff. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but apparently that's what you need to hear. So we're going to start out that way. That way spirit gets the message out immediately, and then we can go from there. So the first couple of cards I'm going to pull is just to see what message spirit has for us collectively. The second messages we're going to pull is to see what practical steps can we take. I'm going to pull 3 of them to practical steps we can take to start manifesting during this 11/11 portal. And then I'm going to pull 3 guidance cards. Again, those will be collective messages for all the twin flames. So super short. And then hopefully you guys will have some free reading questions, and we can jump in and see what your 11/11 portal readings are going to be specifically. All right, so I'm going to start with the energy oracle, and I just want to see like what spirit has to say. And I did pull out the energy oracle and the Llewellyn tarot. Hi, Stacey. Awesome, Eliana. All right. So what spirit has to say, we got the thinking woman in reverse, and I got divine feminine immediately. So upside right, the think, ooh, I like that next card. I peeked, sorry. Anyway, But the thinking woman in Upside Right says that someone comes into our environment and she's teaching us something about the journey we're on. You see, like all the books, I always get like the librarian with this situation. In reverse, I got immediately like Divine Feminine, and we are very much starting. Yes, we all went somewhere else to learn what was happening to us, but we are all very much starting to really get a grip on like what this journey is about and what we're having to do. And so we're taking more control and looking more within instead of like looking without. I'm not saying like don't go gather teachers, and I have several teachers. I'm just saying you guys are my teachers. So yeah, so just I'm not saying don't gather teachers, but I'm feeling like Spirit's definitely saying the message is going to be collectively for us to start going within, and start trusting that we have the answers. You know what I mean? We've learned enough that we have the answers. We don't have to keep reaching out for someone to give us the answer. We have it. And this is the answer right here. Because I'm sure you guys remember me talking about in the last few months, I've been talking about how, hi, Katie. Oh, I'm glad you came on there. I don't know why the Facebook does the things. I'm not sure, but I'm so glad you can make it. But we've been recently talking about in the last few months collectively how everybody's kind of dealing with the whole, I'm going to lose the word here. I don't know why this happens to me. Where, you know, we're really attached to each other. And we're having to learn to be independent and on our own. I think that's why a lot of us are experiencing like 3D physical separation. I really don't believe in separation. I've come to learn in my journey. I just realized that I'm at 8 years. Isn't that crazy? I'm in this journey 8 years. Wow. But anyway, I somewhere along the way in there, I realized that we were connected all the time. So I knew that union was all the time. And I was watching these tarot readers tell me that, you know, I had to do this thing to get to union. And I couldn't figure out how to do that thing. Like there was like, well, there's blocks. Well, how do I remove those blocks? And I kept trying to do these things. And really, the answer was within the whole time. The energy was there the whole time. I knew that the energy was there, but I didn't realize that that's what it was. So we're very much getting away from this attachment. Codependency, that's the word. We're very much learning about codependency. And I'm going to ask you guys, like, I want you guys to, hi, Anna, I'm so glad you could come in. I want to ask you guys, as you're starting to fill in, I want to know, like, do you guys feel personally in your own journey, the ones that are on a twin flame, which I feel like is most of you that's in here, do you feel like you've very much been learning about codependency this year and like you've very much been breaking away from that and becoming like your own independent, strong, you're doubting yourself less? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel like if you could look at yourself today and then 1 year ago today, where were you 1 year ago today? How much different and how much better? Because I can already tell you the answer is going to be yes. And that's because collectively that energy has rose. You know what I mean? I can feel it. I see it. I was talking to Anna just the other day, actually. Stacey says she has. I was talking to Anna the other day on Facebook, and I was telling her, I was like, you know, we're all very much one. We're all very collective. And how lucky am I that Spirit gave me the gratitude I have for this journey that I'm on, and to be able to do this for you is immense. Because if I was someone that had to, like, let's say there's a lot of you guys that are out on your own and you can't talk to someone about this journey because people just look at us like we're crazy, right? If they've not been a twin flame, they're not on this journey, they just don't understand. But how lucky am I to have the hundreds and hundreds of all of you come into my Etsy shop on Facebook and YouTube, and I get to see all the numbers. I get to see that this is a mass amount of people all over the world. And as you guys are more likely, you know, to be on your own, trying to get through this journey and not really having a lot of people to talk to. I know you guys message me all the time. I try to reply as quickly as possible. I am big about replying to messages. It is possible that I have missed one or one has slipped through the cracks here and there. So if it did, I'm sorry. But yeah, always be sure, message me, email, Etsy, it doesn't matter. one of the things that was really difficult for me was that feeling of being super alone. I just really didn't have anybody to talk to. I was scared, and I was one of those people that I was like really picky about, like who knew my business. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want people to know what was happening. And now I laugh about it because it's so silly now. But at the time, it was actually really important to me what people thought of me, and I just didn't want them to know. And so I didn't have nobody to talk to, and it was super hard. So yeah, if you guys feel like it's, you're in one of them days where it's your energy or their energy and you're having a rough time, message me. That's what I'm here for. It doesn't bother me at all. Now, I know we live in different places in the world and time difference, you know what I'm saying? And I'm so grateful for you too. I'm so grateful for all of you. You guys don't even know. But we're all different places of the world. So, I mean, I am a kind of early to bed, early to rise person. People freak out because I'm up at like 3, 4 in the morning. It's not that I don't sleep. It's just that we go to bed early. Yeah, so especially with like Junior's schedule, his job, he gets up super early, so it's just easy for me to get up at that time and start my work day. And yeah, they're just really long work days. But I'm here. I'm just saying, like I'm at my desk 90% of the time, and I'm doing the thing. So if you need me, message me. I'm totally here. All right, the last thing I want to pull out is going to be the patience card. Look at that angel of strength. Beautiful. I am sensing like a Leo energy. It's probably the lion from the strength. But patience card is coming out, and this is going to be the message that Spirit wants you to know. So we're getting it out right away. And I'm thinking that it's very much about going within. It's very much about what you've been learning about codependency, and not doubting yourself, knowing that you have the same powers your twin has. You have those powers, whether that person is with you in the 3D or not. And if we think about that for half a second, like a lot of times there's 3D separation and people are like, well, I feel less like me, or I feel like I'm not happy, or I feel like, you're constantly looking on the outside for someone to come fill something in. And that's not what a twin flame is going to do. In fact, the twin flame is going to teach you that that's exactly the opposite of the way it really is, right? So I feel like that's definitely what we've been learning. That's definitely what we've been working on this year of codependency. There's twin flames on this planet right now in this lifetime that live in this 3D with me and you. We could go visit them and talk to them today, and their twin has passed away and they're no longer here. Do they feel like they're less than or less powerful, or the world is against them, or the universe doesn't like them? No, it's not like that at all. There's twins that are here that their twin hasn't even incarnated into this lifetime. They never will. So are they less of a twin than we are? Do they have less powers, less abilities? Is their purpose diminished in any way because their twin is not here? No, absolutely not. So I really wish we could take the focus off the 3D union, but that is, unfortunately, like that's the world we live in. The focus is going to be on the 3D union. It's really hard to get out of that. But I feel like as twin flames collectively, that's what we've been learning. It's like we've been learning that there's a meaning to this, and it's bigger than us. And then patience coming out tells me divine timing. We've all been learning about divine timing since day one, right? So not too surprised to see that. But I'm also picking up that there could be some sort of reward because we finally accepted divine timing, right? Before we didn't accept divine timing, we very much 222. Yes, Eliana, beautiful. But before, we didn't want to be patient. We didn't want to wait. We wanted to just jump in and have it our way or no way. And I mean, that's how I started. I assume that since we're all in this collective together and your guys' journeys are so similar to mine, sometimes I do assume that you guys just did the same thing. But yeah, that's how I was. It was like my way or the highway. And yeah, it didn't work out that way. So I definitely had to learn about patience. I had to learn about divine timing. And I had to learn things in a step-by-step process. It's really weird. The dark night of the soul a lot of times reminds me of like the grieving steps, the steps of grieving or the steps of trauma. They're all the same. The steps you take, I mean, like normally there's anger, denial, all those things that we go through. In the dark night of the soul, it's very similar, very, very similar. And I was one of those people that I didn't move through the steps in order. You know what I mean? Like, I would do this one and then I'd go here and then I'd jump back to anger and then I'd jump back to denial. And and I did some of them several times. Yeah, my process was really lengthy. And I just want to tell you guys too, that's another thing I was telling Anna the other day. You guys don't realize how smart you guys are, how quick you are, how quickly you learn, how quickly you go out there and find the resources to get the information you need. I didn't do that. I tried to hide everything and tried to deny everything and try to sweep everything under the rug. And no, I didn't really see 11, 11, 25 times today. You know what I mean? I kept trying to hide those things. You know what I mean? And so it took me a lot longer to get to where I'm at today. Whereas you guys, I've watched you guys, some of you, since the beginning of me coming out here in the public and starting my channel and opening the Etsy shop. For the whole year, I've got to watch you guys. And I mean, to say that you guys are powerful would just be a complete understatement. But the intelligence, to watch the intelligence, is just amazes me. And I sit back and think, like, why did it take me so long to get that? You know what I mean? So I just want to say, you guys are all super, super smart. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to pull out the Llewellyn Tarot. And I want to clarify each one just one time. So Page of Wands is spiritual awakening. It is like the beginning of a new journey. So I think what this is saying is, if you remember earlier, I said that I feel like Spirit wants us to go within and really start to find our answers within and stop doubting ourselves. That's new for us, right? It's a new part of our journey. It seems like this last, little bit, this last phase, Spirit's been definitely guiding us with the angel numbers, guiding us with the 1111s, guiding us with all the signs, synchronicities, all the things we're seeing, hearing, smelling, everything. Spirit's been guiding, confirming, and sometimes we still doubt. We still, after all of those hundreds and hundreds of confirmations, we still doubt. And I think this is the beginning of there's no self-doubt. You see what I mean? It's like we're getting into like a knowing. It's just a comfortable knowing. It does seem slow, this period, for some of us. Some of us are very much taking big steps towards union. But for some of us, it seems slow. And I do feel like it's just because it's the beginning. It's the new part of our journey. We have the Nine of Cups coming out for attachment in reverse, and that just tells me Nine of Cups is divine wishes being granted. So we wished for this detachment. We wished for, we can't, if you guys watch my channel, you know that I say we can't cut cords. I tried all that, guys. I went to every person that, this lady was into this thing and this lady was into this, and she tried to teach me about that. She tried to teach me about, I tried. I was in so much pain that I wanted to cut anything that would get me away from this energy. It was following me everywhere I went, and I couldn't get away from it. And I mean, I'm telling you, I tried, and it literally did not like get off my back until I stopped trying to get rid of it. Once I realized, like, look, this is here. Okay, what do I do now? How do I work with this energy? How do I stop fearing this energy? How do I stop running from this energy? That's when things started to like chill out and really start to go a lot smoother. But I did. I wished for the detachment. I wished to cut cords. I wished for the pain to go away. So we definitely wish for this. And this very much is a divine wish that was granted. Was it granted overnight? Absolutely not. Did most of us go through our dark night of the soul before it was granted? Absolutely. And do you want to know why? Because if it was granted overnight, you wouldn't remember how painful it was and you'd do it again. That's exactly why. Any lesson that is important, you may have to learn more than once, or it's going to be a difficult one. You see what I mean? It's not going to be something easy like, oh, yeah, I get that. I never have to deal with it again. And then for patience, wow, we have two came out. The Page of Cups. So this is like a new beginning and something to do with love and emotions. And then we have an Ace of Pentacles. Again, another new beginning. Ace of Pentacles is a little bit of everything. I really like the Rider Waite and the Llewellyn. On the Ace of Pentacles, it shows that arch. And I always get, like, you know how people get married and they do the little arches that they walk through? I definitely always get that with this. So even though Pentacles is like your worth, your material things, you know, your value, your money, that type of thing, Pentacles really encompass everything. And a lot of times people kind of miss out on that because this is your spiritual life, your physical life, your love life, your career life. It's everything in one. So I'm definitely seeing like a major, massive transformation, definitely in a love situation, because I did see like the little marriage arch right away. And this can mean a lot of different things for us. So I want to keep going. And I think we're going to pull from the Gilded Tarot. And now we're going to look at what are 3 practical steps that we as a collective can start taking to manifest whatever it is that we're manifesting through this 1111 portal. I think a lot of it's going to have to do with like independence and using like our own spiritual abilities to follow our purpose. So I do feel like that's where the like astrology has been guiding us. So I definitely feel like that's where we're headed. So collectively, what are 3 practical steps that we can take to start manifesting this? We have Page of Wands. So the first thing I get is baby steps. So don't jump out there and try to do anything crazy. Baby steps. A lot of times when we jump out and try to do something full force, we burn out, right? It's too much, too fast. It's kind of like the channel. I hate saying this, but it's so true. When I started the channel a year ago, I started out the gate with 12 zodiac signs every week, plus twin flame energy updates, plus love readings, plus whatever, pick a cards. Yeah, like out the gate. In the first 6 months, yeah, complete burnout. Nobody can do that. That's insanity. And so I asked Spirit, I did my own reading and I did my own meditation. And I was like, what am I doing wrong? How am I going to do this and still be able to be successful without doing 50 videos a week? And Spirit told me, just be present. Just be present. Do the ones I tell you to do. That's all. I don't have to do 100 whatevers. Just the one that He directs me to do, or she, doesn't matter, don't label. But you know what I mean, just the one that Spirit directs me to do, that's what I need to do. All I have to do is be present. Eliana, how are you doing on the Artist Way book? I've definitely got behind and I'm only on chapter 4. But I have been doing my morning pages. Let me know if you've been doing your morning pages. And if you guys watched the live where I talked about the Artist Way, let me know if you guys are reading that book. Like I know Eliana is. And let me know if you guys are doing the morning pages, because that has been life-changing for me, the morning pages. All right, so baby steps first. 9 of Cups again on the 9 of Cups. So divine wishes being granted by divine wishes. I'm getting like you're going to start granting your own divine wishes. I'm very much picking up like a strong manifestation energy. And Temperance, look at that. Healing, of course, Sagittarius is big, but definitely healing. This card seems super big to me right now. This is not like one person healing. This is a collective reading. The things that we've been doing in this last few years, especially in the last year where the masculine has been forced to, like the divine masculine has been forced to awaken and start doing. I always say that I feel like I had all the time in the world. And I feel like the masculines really just didn't have that much time. It just very much like got thrown into their face. You know what I mean? Just very much not. We had all the time in the world to figure it out, and it's like the divine masculine was like, "No, this is awakening. This is what's happening, and now get to it." You know what I mean? It kind of made me feel bad for them. But I'm definitely feeling like we had more time. But in this last year, we've really been taking some massive, massive steps. With or without 3D union. You see what I'm saying? And I think that is going to bring a big healing. And that's really what we're doing. That's really our purpose. We're here to teach unconditional love, which of course, teaches unconditional love is healing. We're healing. Love heals, right? So that's very much what we're doing. That's very much the path that we're carving out, the purpose that we're here for collectively. So yeah, not too surprised to see those. All right. And then I don't think I was going to clarify. I feel like it was pretty direct. Like we really don't have to pull too many more. I want to do the guidance. Let's do the guidance. Let's do 3 of them. And this is going to be, again, collectively what Spirit wants us to focus on, actions we should take. Remember baby steps, because that's definitely sticking out to me. So if you have been working on some sort of massive healing transformation, especially with like timing and manifesting, I would definitely say baby steps is the practical step. Manifesting, make sure that you realize that you can't just ask Spirit to give you something and it just gets granted. You very much have to take action and start doing the things. And temperance, I feel like that's more about learn what the purpose is, learn what you're here for collectively, and that's really going to bring a massive healing, not just to yourself, but again, collectively. Okay, so the first one we have is number 3, and it's realization. Realization says you've walked up to this keyhole. Like you see how it's dark back here, and then it's bright through the keyhole. You've definitely realized something. I feel like if we go back to a year ago, like I was saying earlier, where were you at the 11/11 portal last year? You've definitely realized something. You definitely manifested something. And right now, you're at the fruition of last year's 11/11 portal. So if you guys haven't realized that, you will now. We also have balance. With balance, I feel like it's not just talking about balancing things out. It's talking about getting some sort of clarity. We had so much confusion this time last year, right? 11/11 last year. We were still doing the things and learning the things, but there was just so much fog. And the things that have happened, the astrological aspects that have happened, the way the universe has guided us has really started to clear up this fog. And then we have wisdom. Wisdom, look at that sovereignty card, love it. But the wisdom card says not just books. You've learned through the books, but it's also your experiences. You reached out, you wanted to awaken, you wanted to ascend. It's like you went looking for the answers. So that's pretty significant. All right, I'm gonna come on this side. We have action. I thought I seen that action. I do feel like it is time for us to get up and get moving. And we have gratitude. That's the one right there. All right. So gratitude, be grateful for abundance, live in appreciation for what you have, and more good things will come. I get this card, I don't know, several times a week when I'm doing your guys' readings, and you guys get it super often, especially twin flames. That's another big lesson we've been learning is about living in gratitude. Yes, start everything out with thank you. There was actually a comment left in one of my videos where the person was kind of asking why. And I felt for her. I really felt her emotion in that comment, which is really rare because a lot of times I feel like the comments are blocked emotionally. Like I don't really get too much, especially like when people leave ugly comments and stuff. It doesn't really bother me. Just delete it. I just feel like there's some sort of like energy that keeps it. I don't know. But anyway, it really came through in her comment. Like I really felt her energy. I could feel her pain. There was a loss, but she was asking a lot of whys. And I told her, I said, you really have to replace the whys with thank yous. And I know it's hard and it stinks. And I hated having to tell her that. But yeah, you do. You have to change all the whys, like why me? Why is this happening to me? To thank you. I'm glad I'm still here. I'm glad I'm able to learn these things. I'm glad I have these abilities. I'm glad I'm this powerful. I'm grateful. I'm this protected. You have to show the gratitude. Because when you start to show the gratitude, not only are you showing spirit that you're grateful, but you're telling yourself, you're showing yourself, you're reminding yourself of the blessings that you've gained in this journey. So Eliana says she's only on chapter 3. I'm ahead. I can't believe that, Eliana. I'm so far behind. But I don't know. I get to where like I do my morning pages, but like I won't go read the chapter when it's time, and I'll be like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I procrastinate. That's the word. I'm such a procrastinator. Procrastinate. All right, guys. So now I kind of want to do some of your, not kind of, I really want to do some of your 11/11 portal readings. Same way, just think about what it is that you're wanting to manifest. We get a message from Spirit. We ask Spirit for 3 practical steps that you can take. And then, of course, we get guidance afterwards. If you guys are looking for a different reading, I know there's a lot of twin flames. So if you guys are wanting twin flame current energy, I do have those cards out and prepared also. So I can do those too. Yes or no's, I don't mind doing either. So just let me know. And while you guys get your questions ready, I'm just going to clean up just a little bit. Portal reading, Katie, awesome. I always get super excited after 11/11, like whether it's on my phone or the date. I mean, it's just always something that I've just thought was super cool, and I always got super excited about. Now, for half my life, I had no idea why, but I did quickly learn. But yeah, it's such a cool day. And I'm so glad I didn't wait till tomorrow, because now you guys know this is from tomorrow to 11/11 of 2022. So that's why they say make it big. No little manifestations. These are big, big manifestations. Katie says, I've been seeing 11/11 a lot recently, or 12/21. So I've been seeing everything. Me and Junior noticed the other day that we just happened to look down at 111, 1010, 1111, 1212, 222. I mean, for several days in a row, me and Junior have definitely been seeing big number synchronicities. And yeah, we definitely know something's coming. I don't know why. He's always looking to me like I'm supposed to know. I'm like, I don't know. I just know it's good, and I'm grateful, and that's all that matters. Diana says, I see it all the time and have a friend that screenshots it to me every time they see it. Oh, we do that too. We used to do that all the time too. That's super cute, Diana. Yeah, super big number. So make sure you guys are using it every time. Don't let it go by ever. Always say thank you for seeing it, having the opportunity, and then just fly from there. All right, let's do Katie's. What is coming in? The first thing we're going to do again is just be messages from Spirit, what Spirit wants you to know. Katie, you have anxiety coming out. And that's definitely you. All right, so I'm not sure what's happening, but I do feel your anxiety, anxious about something. Excuse me. The anxiety card talks about how there's a storm outside the window, but this person doesn't know, is the storm coming, is the storm going? She's very much just feeling like the electricity of it, the anxiousness, you know what I mean? It's like your hairs are standing up, that type of thing. You're waiting for something, but it doesn't necessarily have to be something bad. And I'm feeling like it's possible, because this card also talks about how when you're anxious, when we have anxiety, how does it go? Like, people always say it all the time. They say, all right, Diana, I see it. And if you guys, if it starts scrolling through and I miss it, just remind me. But yeah, Katie, so this card also says like you're anxious about the future, or you're worried about the past, things that you can't control. It's already happened. And you're not in the present. And so it could be a message about Spirit telling you to just focus on the present. Try not to focus too much about what's coming, and try not to worry about at all what's happened, because what's happened is happened. You also have Door to Spirit. It's in reverse. Door to Spirit says that a veil is moved in order for Spirit to get a message to you, or you to get a message to Spirit. So Katie, right away, I'm getting that if you've been trying to get a message to Spirit, or you've been trying to hear from Spirit, the anxiety could have some sort of issue with some sort of blockage there. And look at that, not for long, because you have the 7th chakra. The 7th chakra is the crown chakra. The crown chakra, I do see the violet, so of course twin flame sticks out right away. The crown chakra is your connection to Spirit. So I feel like the message that Spirit is trying to get to you, Katie, is just saying, try to be present. Try to do like I do, Katie. Like when you have to go do something that you know, you need Spirit to help you, or you feel like it's part of your like for me, I feel like it's part of my purpose. So I come and I sit in this chair and I just say, I'm here, I'm present, I'm open to receive, and I'm willing to do the work. You see what I mean? And you really want to do that, and just keep saying that to yourself. And that's I think that would help with the anxiety, and that would help with the messages coming in a lot clearer. But you definitely have this massive, we as twin flames do not even realize. If you guys don't realize, please just do a little Google, a little research, a little library here and there. And you will start to see that twin flames have been around forever. And when I say forever, like I mean forever. And not everybody is a twin flame. No, that's not true. There's so many untrue things. It's kind of sad, but I mean, it just happens. But there have been different labels, different words, different names for them, but twin flames has always been a thing. The violet flame has always been a thing. The connection, the oneness. I mean, all of this is not new. It's just that we live in 2021 and we're experiencing the 3D right now in this lifetime, and we think this is all brand new, and it's totally, totally not. This connection to spirit, the protection that we get from the universe, from spirit, this is his purpose, right? This is the universe's purpose. God's purpose is for us to be here and teach unconditional love and spread this everywhere. So we're protected, and to say that we're highly protected, there's no words that I don't have like good enough words to say how protected we are. Now, I'm not saying like we're protected and nothing bad ever happens to us. That's not true at all. I was in a very abusive 20-year karmic marriage that was not good. But there was a lesson to be learned from that. I would not be the person I am today, and I would not be able to teach someone what I'm teaching today if I had not went through that situation. But we are highly protected. I hear people talk about all the times about especially me getting out here and really putting my energy out in the open. Yeah, no, I'm not bothered at all. I did have to learn to do a few things that were just kind of, in the spiritual realm, kind of like common sense. But yeah, I don't have to do anything extraordinary to protect myself. You don't have to do anything extraordinary to protect yourself. And one thing I'm going to show you, just an example, I want you to think about this. Think about somebody who's hurt you or done something to you. I'm not saying force the karma issue at all. Be nice to karma every chance you get. But I don't know about you, but for me specifically in my life, as energies have come up against me and tried to harm me or hurt me in any way, the karma bus very much was there quickly. Do you see what I'm trying to say? And I'm not trying to say that I'm sending it to anyone. I do not. I just sit here and watch the show go down. You see what I'm saying? And I just feel highly protected. So the same thing is for you. You might not see it. You might not even know it, but you are definitely, it's like this huge white light surrounding us that nothing can break through. So yeah, highly, highly protected, Katie. That is clearly something about that is going to be what you're going to be focused on in this next, to the 2022 portal. All right, let's look at 3 practical steps. So I don't know, while I was talking, if you were thinking about what it is that you're trying to manifest, but I hope you were. Because now we're going to see what the 3 practical steps are for you to actually bring this manifestation to fruition. We have judgment, so it is going to be about your purpose and your higher calling. We have the 6 of Swords. You may have to move or relocate. The 6 of Swords always talks about moving yourself to calmer waters. So the door to spirit here being in reverse, and this anxiety card could be saying that wherever you're at, the energy around you could be giving you anxiety. Maybe you're not even anxious, and it's just the people's energy around you, and that could be blocking in some way. And spirit's definitely telling you to take yourself away from that situation. Take yourself somewhere where it's quiet, peaceful, you can meditate, that type of thing. Over here for the 7 of Swords and the crown chakra. Here lately for the 7 of Swords, yes, the 7 of Swords is lies, deceits, and all that kind of thing. A crown chakra, I'm thinking spirit is telling you that you're going to start to see through certain things. You see what I'm trying to say? But the 7 of Swords here lately to me too has been about not telling people something. Not knowing something, somebody trying to keep something behind your back. You see what I'm saying? And with that crown chakra opening, you're just going to be more aware. Okay, you're just going to be more aware, and you're going to be able to see more things. So I would say the step here is just if you're trying to hide something, 1, don't do that. Be open, but just be. I'm getting just be. aware that, you know, people could be doing things behind your back or like not telling you about it. All right, I want to give you 3 guidance cards really quickly. Katie says definitely having anxiety. I did too. Thank you, Sandra. I did too. I've been having a lot of anxiety too, but I'm that person where it takes me a good minute to realize that this isn't my energy. I'm so bad about it. Like I'm telling you guys to do it all the time. But me all the time, I'm like, it takes me a minute to realize, oh wait, that's this person's anxiety. That's not my anxiety. You know what I mean? So like taking yourself away, it is possible, Katie, that you're anxious. But I'm kind of getting like this, your surroundings could be making you anxious. And maybe you just don't have any like, you don't have any good quiet time. You see what I mean? All right, let's see. Guidance. Wow. Big card for Katie. We have union. You have seen and unseen allies. Draw upon their strength, join forces with friends, and flourish. This is big. I got the goosebumps. We have change. You are transforming. Let go of the past. Embrace the light and joy of this new day. We have self-love coming out. We've all been doing the self-love. You also have adversity. See the gifts in the challenge. One can be taught within the calm, but the greatest lessons are learned from the storms. Ooh, I'm getting something here. All right, so greatest lessons learned from the storms. Look at that resistance. I bet that was the lesson. I bet the resistance, the holding on, that's actually one. I don't even know why I'm saying I bet, because that's actually like all of ours biggest. Releasing and letting go is one of the biggest steps we have to take as a twin flame, right? But yeah, the storm and the storm here kind of stick out to me. So it could be very much saying that your storm has cleared. You're very much following your purpose, and your purpose very much is leading you towards union. Adversity is sticking out to me. See the gifts in the challenge. I told somebody in one of my Etsy readings just the other day, actually it might have been in this reading earlier, I don't remember, but adversity, they mix together sometimes, and you guys get, sometimes I feel like you guys get upset when I can't remember like who's who and whose person's who, and I'm like, if you guys knew how many there was, it's a lot. But adversity tells me that so I felt when I first received this card, like when I first bought this deck and I first received this card in my own tarot reading, I felt like it was true. I did have to go through some tough, challenging moments, but I was blessed the most through those tough, challenging moments. I can look back and see it now after it's happened. When you're going through those tough challenges, you don't see that you're being blessed at all. You're like, what in the world? But after it's done, you do look back and see the blessings, right? And you see that you were blessed more while you were going through those challenges. So that is sticking out to me. All right, Katie, you have to let me know what you think. All right, so I heard someone say they would go after Eliana. So that would mean that Eliana was going to go next. Let me see if I can scroll up really quickly. Portal also, okay. And then Sandra. Oh, Sandra's birthday is 11/21. Everyone tell her happy birthday. Happy birthday. Love the 1121. Super cool. And Diana. All right, Diana, forgive me, but I think you're going to go after Sandra. And I'm just going to try to go through a little bit quicker. I just realized that we have been on an hour already. Sometimes these go, and I feel like they're going to be longer, and they're super short. And then sometimes they go, and I think they're going to be short, and they're super long. So it's just like, wow. I'm so glad you guys are picking the 11/11 portal instead of the twin flame. Not that I mind. If somebody wants twin flame, I don't mind at all. But I just really love it when we start to put the focus like on ourselves. It's just so empowering. She says, Sandra says I'm getting old. No, honey, no, you're not. We're all collectively getting old. All right, so let's do Eliana's really quickly. And first thing we're going to do again is just message from spirit. What does message want to say to Eliana? Look at that. Envy card flew out right away. That's pretty big. I'm not sure what that means, Eliana. Let's see. Oh yeah. All right. So envy. At first I thought, okay, so when I see the envy card, a lot of times I get, ooh, somebody's jealous. That's usually what envy means, right? Eliana, that's not really what this card is saying. Spirit's saying that more, this is about dissatisfaction. This last year you were kind of very dissatisfied about the things that were happening. Like, I'm surprised this isn't the patience card right here in the middle. But we all were, Eliana. I'm not picking on you. We all were dissatisfied about divine timing and learning about patience and all that type of stuff. And I feel like this card is coming out now because that's what you're releasing. You've learned that it doesn't really help, right, to be upset about it. You kind of have to accept things for what they are, and then you're able to move forward. And once you move forward, you usually realize that whatever you were dissatisfied wouldn't have helped you anyway. You see what I'm trying to say? So that's kind of like what I'm being told is what this means. The sixth chakra coming out is your third eye. Your third eye is going to be about intuition. My stomach started growling. I'm sorry, guys. Junior should be home with food shortly. um, I hope you guys can't hear that when that stuff happens. But anyway, sixth chakra is your third eye. So a lot of times you hear people say it's where you receive downloads. Your intuition, like how you see things, you're able to see more clearly. It's kind of like I was saying, telling Katie, she's going to be able to see through things. So if somebody's trying to keep something from you or someone's not acting in your best interest, we're going to start, I feel like collectively, we're all going to do this, but it did come out in Katie's reading. We're going to start to be able to see through people's BS. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know how to say that without being mean or saying the BS. But it's like, you know, there's a lot of BS out here. And so it makes things harder and it makes things confusing. And I feel like it caused a lot of my delays because I thought I have to have 3D union. This journey is specifically only for me. It has nothing to do with all the other souls in this world and this planet and this collective. It's just me. And so when that didn't happen, I didn't understand, like, why? Why is this not happening? Because there's so much false information, so much misguided information. And I think we're going to start seeing through that. And I think that's what that's saying there. And then strategy, journaling, we're all starting to journal more, right? If you guys haven't checked out those guided dream journals, check them out. I did sell a couple of them this last week. So super excited to get them out. I'm trying to do everything I can. I'm going to try to add a few more pages and maybe some pictures to the next journals that I do. But I'm trying to do everything I can to keep the price as minimal as possible. Unfortunately, I cannot make coupons for the dream journals. I know a couple of you have asked. I wish I could, but unfortunately I can't. It's all done through Amazon, so it's all an Amazon situation. But yeah, we're all definitely starting to write things down. And when we write things down, when we journal, when we keep dream journals, it very much helps us, right? It very much makes the things easier. And then we ask ourselves, like, why didn't I do this sooner? So yeah, I feel like journaling is going to be super big. And Spirit, this is a message that Spirit's trying to get to you. So it's very possible that Spirit's asking you to go back and review your journal, Eliana. I did pick that up. All right. All right, so now I want to look at 3 practical steps. So I hope you were thinking about what it is that you want to manifest in this next year from this 11/11 portal to 2022's 11/11 portal. Choices, you want more choices, you want more options. The Sun, something new, and the Empress. All right, so the steps. So you're going to have more choices. And here's the thing. You wanted more choices, right? That's why you were dissatisfied because you didn't have choices. But now that you do have these choices, Spirit's going to tell you that you really need to be really focused. You really need to pay attention to small details. This card always says that not all that glitters is gold. So if something looks good doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be good. But you're going to start to learn to see through those things, Eliana. The Sun is coming out. The Sun is about new youth, excitement, hope for your future, joy, happiness. So I feel like Spirit's telling you to use your intuition for those things. And then the Empress is coming out with this journal, with this strategy. So whatever plans you're making, it's going to be something about abundance because the Empress is super abundant. She's abundant in everything. But again, this is about a connection to Spirit. the Empress. She understands all the astrological aspects. Many times with the Empress, she's the card that you see that it shows the zodiac chart in the background. You know what I mean? On the newer tarot cards. So yeah, she's very connected to spirit. It could say that you could start journaling. Maybe you're going to start working with like manifestation with like full moons, new moons, you know, that type of thing. And so you're going to start learning more astrological aspects of situations. So those could be 3 practical steps that you could take to start manifesting what it is that you want to come in. Hi, Eva. I'm trying desperately to go in order. So absolutely, if you have time and we get to it, I would be glad to do yours. All right. So Eliana, next I'm going to do guidance. Wow. Rebirth. So I'm getting like super, what's the bird? What's the, oh, I do this all the time. The word brain farts. The Phoenix Rising, very much Phoenix Rising situation here. So Eliana, this tells me 2 things. It tells me 1, you've already reached bottom and you're coming up. And 2, this tells me you know how powerful you are now. You know what I mean? You know what abilities you have, and you know that you're going to start using them, and you know that you can manifest things. So, because the Phoenix Rising is powerful. All right. So it says, no matter what happens, you can find new wings, rise from the past, accept the positive change that is coming. The action card is coming out again. I feel like a lot of us are going to have a lot more, we're going to have to start taking a lot more action. I'm just going to have to keep taking them. I was going to shuffle, and then I had to keep taking them. I do want to get a magical times. Yeah. All right, so action and gratitude coming out again. I feel like that's just what's happening. Like I said earlier, we're very much collectively going to start taking more action. As before, we've been kind of sitting and waiting for things to happen for us. And now we're going to start like actually doing the things to start manifesting the things. Excuse me. Gratitude. Gratitude, we're all very much going to start learning to live in gratitude. And so, like I said earlier, replacing the whys with thank you. Love is coming out. It says, listen to your heart, embrace what makes you happy. There are 1 million reasons to love. And the faith card is coming out. Believe you are not alone. Spirit is right beside you. Ask for abundance and it will come. So I feel like those are kind of direct messages to you. I kept these out because faith came out once, twice, and self-reflection. I feel like Spirit is telling you to keep the faith in this journey. Eliana, I know that you've had some big steps happen in your journey here recently. And I wish everyone abundant love and light, right? That's what I do. It's what I say. I'm not, unless Spirit tells me, I'm not really psychic, okay? I just know what Spirit tells me. And so what I tell everyone, just because I know how this journey works, is if your twin does come back around, 1, don't lose the gratitude and don't lose the faith, but don't lose those boundaries. Don't lose everything you've learned up until this point. Because self-reflection is very much about 2 people mirroring each other. And when you're mirroring each other, you're teaching each other something. There's something that you need to learn you can't see in yourself, but you're going to see in your person. And there's something your person needs to learn that he can't see in himself, but he's going to see it in you. So those 2 cards are really big to me. So whatever happens in this next year in your journey, keep the faith, Eliana, keep the faith. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Yes, it is the Phoenix Rising. Yes, yes. Eliana, you've been so focused on your purpose and your gratitude that I really feel like that's like where you're headed. You've been so focused on wanting to follow your purpose that I really feel like that is where you're going to be headed. A lot of times when you start following your purpose, it's because you have reached union with your twin. Your twin knows who you are. They remember. They are wanting to work with you. They no longer want to run, chase, none of that situation. They just want to work with you. And that's very much where you could be in this journey. All right, so who was after Eliana? Was it Diana? Yeah, Diana. Thank you, Eliana. All right, guys. So Diana's is coming out, and I'm told to just pull the tarot. So we're just going to pull tarot. Message, something Spirit wants you to know. Yeah, quickly. Ace of Swords. Okay. There is a victory. There is some sort of achievement. You do achieve something, or you could have achieved something in this year. But I do see like there's a cost. There's always a cost with this card. It's like you've gained some sort of freedom, some sort of liberty, but it cost you something. The swords are communication, and aces, of course, new. But I'm kind of picking up that that's what it was. It's like you've achieved something. You have this victory from last year's 11/11 portal to this year's 11/11 portal. But there was you paid a high price for this. And I feel like Spirit's just trying to just kind of give you some sort of acknowledgement, like letting you know that Spirit knows you've done this. We also have the moon coming out. So the moon is Pisces, Cancer. The owl sticks out to me super fast. The moon is about your emotions. So the victory would have something to do with emotions, fear. The victory could be that you released some sort of fear, because again, collectively, a lot of us are doing that. So that could have something like releasing fear. Yes, absolutely. Because look at that 9 of Pentacles. That is beautiful. If you haven't done this yet, Diana, it is very possible that Spirit's telling you to do this. This is what's coming. But I almost felt like it was like an acknowledgement of like Spirit saying, yes, I know you went through this difficult time. I know this was hard, but you did make this achievement. You do have this victory, and aces are all about something new. It's time for something new. The moon is fear. It's something hidden, something you don't understand. But I think that's what happened. That's what, you didn't understand this journey. You didn't understand the process. You didn't understand what was happening to you. There was no clarity. And now it's like there's finally clarity. There's finally liberation. You understand, and you come out with this 9 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles is very independent. This person has no self-doubt. And this is like who I thrive to be, is this 9 of Pentacles, right? I'm one of those people. Not so much anymore. It used to be way, way worse. So I should stop being so hard on myself. But I still do it. I still have self-doubt. And so, yeah, so our self-doubt is a big, massive thing that like we're having to learn collectively. It can also be about saying that like you really took yourself out of some sort of fearful situation, and now you're very confident in yourself. You have the things you need. You've gathered, you've saved, you've grown. You see what I'm saying? You've done all the things you needed to. So you're like in a very good position. The 9 of Pentacles is in a very good position. All right, next I want to look at 3 practical steps. So I hope while I was giving you the message from Spirit, you were thinking about the 3 practical steps. Oh, Katie, thank you for letting me know. I'm hoping the storm is clearing too. I feel like we've been a lot of us collectively have been in a storm. So as it's moving out, it's like we're not sure. Is it moving? Is it still there? You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like that type of energy. Diana says, I did a lot of emotional growth. Perfect confirmation. Thank you, Diana. All right, Diana, let's see 3 practical steps. So let's think about what it is that you're wanting to manifest this next year in this next portal from 11/11/2021 to 11/11/2022. What are 3 practical steps that you can take to manifest this into the 3D existence? First card to come out is the Tower. You guys all are getting some serious, powerful energy cards today. All right, so Tower coming out. Definitely Mars, Aries, practical steps. It could say, so the Tower comes out when something's blocking your view or it's in your way and you can't reach your purpose because you can't see on the other side of this tower. Spirit could be saying, remove this tower. But most of the time, Diana, when the Tower card comes out, Spirit is going to remove the Tower for you. It's like the Tower crumbles and something comes to light and you're like, oh yeah, I need to go there. But when the Tower happens, we're all like, oh no, what's happening? So I'm definitely feeling like some sort of like ground shaking situation. It's possible saying that it's already happened because I did lay it over there on top of that ace, which I feel like already happened. But these are 3 practical steps. So if there's something in your way, remove it. If you procrastinate, Spirit will move it for you. 10 of Cups, happy home, happy family. So that kind of is really specific. If you're trying to manifest something to do with like soulmate, love, relationship, make sure that you're in a happy place before you bring in someone else. Someone else, and you just said that you went through a lot of emotional growth. So you are, when we do go through emotional growth, we start to learn that we create our own happiness, right? And we learn that someone else can't make us happy. We learn that we don't need anyone else to make us happy. We can be happy. We can make ourselves happy whenever we want, all the time, whenever, however, right? And they're just, anybody that's coming in with happiness is just adding to our happiness, right? And I feel like that's definitely a situation there. And then 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles can be about repeated cycles. I do get, look at that, the 2 of Wands on the bottom. I'm kind of getting that. Like, it's very possible that as you're manifesting in this next year, Diana, and as you're becoming this 9 of Pentacles energy where you're super independent, you don't doubt yourself anymore, you're confident in your decisions, it is very possible that something is going to try to return. And is it a test? Absolutely. Are you on a twin journey? Is it possible your twin's coming back? Is it going to be at a time when you're like, no, I fixed everything. Why is this happening again? This could be saying that, definitely. But it is a test. It's very much to see, did you learn the thing? It's kind of like I was telling Eliana. I don't want to say too much about anyone's business, but it's kind of like what I was saying about Eliana. If you're at a massive point in your journey, a pivot, a pivotal point in your journey, don't forget what you've learned. That doesn't do justice to anyone. It can cause longer delays and even more sorrow and even more dark night of the souls. So I always try to give the warning. I don't want to be like negative or Debbie Downer because everyone's super excited when the person returns, when there's confirmation, right? But just those boundaries are so important. Don't forget everything you've learned because that's going to show the person that you do love them unconditionally. You love yourself unconditionally. You're not going to allow these things that happened before to happen again. You see what I'm trying to say? I do very much get repeated cycles with that. So Diana, 2 of Wands is very much about making a very important decision and then sticking to that decision. So for example, if you say, this person keeps coming in and out, and they just come back whenever they want, and they want to pretend like, and I'm not saying anyone specific, I'm totally just using this as an example. They want to come back and pretend like nothing went wrong, and I just forgot about what they did to me the last time. Let them know you didn't forget. Communicate. You know what I mean? Speak your truth. Be authentic. Don't try to like be someone else or make someone else happy and hide your things. Don't do that, guys. None of you, don't do that. Your person is going to respect you more and love you even more for the stronger person you've become than if you just throw those things out and go back to the way it was. You see what I'm saying? So very important decision to make in this next year. I wouldn't say just say no. No, Diana, I wouldn't say that. I always tell people I don't block my twin. I don't hide. We're actually going through something right now. And it's really difficult for me because I started this YouTube channel after I got I thought we had gotten to like a certain part, right? And I thought that, we've learned something. So now I can get out in the public and I can teach people what I've learned. And now I'm having to go back and learn something that I thought I had taken care of, which is going to be the codependency. I'll just tell you guys. So I thought I had done this. I'm independent. I trust my decisions. No, there's clearly some resistance, and I was clearly still holding on to this codependency thing, thinking that I had to have things a certain way in order for me to be able to do something, and that's not the case at all. And I definitely had to struggle with that. Both of us, we've definitely been mirroring and having to struggle with that this year, and it's been very difficult for both of us. But unconditional love is a gift. It's such a blessing. I know that even if I struggle, I'm still loved, and my person knows that even if he struggles, he's still loved. So we just work through it. And yeah, it's super hard when you think that you've got something figured out, and spirit's like, no, you didn't quite let that go. So I wouldn't say no is the answer. I would say just enforce your boundaries. Enforce your boundaries. That's all. If this person is able to stay after you enforce your boundaries, then that means this person is awakened and this person is healed right along with you. And this person could be ready for 3D union. Absolutely. So I wouldn't say no off the bat. Like, you want to be open to receive love. You want to be open to give love. But the boundaries are where we always go astray. So enforce your boundaries. All right, Diana, a few guidance cards. Look at that. Metamorphosis. Trust the process and be patient. Becoming cannot be rushed. Change is beautiful. Look at the fruition card. So Diana, you said, I've been working on a lot of emotional growth. So this tells me that you very much are already starting to see fruition. You're already starting to see what positive things come to you from doing this work. And then you have creation. Remember, your thoughts shape your future. Your words create today, and your choices become your reality. So your choices become your reality is really sticking out to me. We have to make, we can't just say, like, okay, we can't one day say, I want this to happen, and then the next day say, no, I changed my mind, I want something else to happen. We can't start working on manifesting one thing and then say, well, no, we can. If we want to, we can change our mind whenever we want. But if you do that, understand that you're going to start over and there could be delays. So we created the journey that we're on, right? As twin flames, as souls, doesn't matter, however you want to label it. We create this journey and we say, we want to come down here. We want to learn these lessons. We want to teach people this unconditional love. We want to be on this journey. We want to get these blessings. We want to do those things. Something about your choices is sticking out to me. It's almost, Diana, like it's possibly that you're choosing small because you think that maybe that's all you can get, or you're choosing to manifest in a smaller way because it's easier. Something like that is sticking out to me. So those words, your words create today, your choices become your reality. Super big, and this is gonna be for all of you. If it resonates, keep it. But yeah, when you're manifesting, say big things. Right now, my goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers, right? Oh my gosh, look at us, an hour in. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Junior's not here, sorry. But yes, please do those things, guys. It does help me grow the channel, and I do forget to say it all the time. But yes, my purpose is to grow, right? Like, I do want to get to 1,000. My goal is 1,000 just because I know I'll be monetized, and then they spread it. When you're monetized, it's like it spreads your video easier, it shares it easier. I still feel like the people that are supposed to be drawn to me will be drawn to me. You know what I mean? Like, that's still, I don't feel like that's going to change. But of course, I want to be monetized so I can stay home and so I can continue to do this, right? In the Etsy shop, some weeks are slow and some weeks are super busy, and I'm having to like make coupons because some are late. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that I mind making coupons. I don't mind making coupons if someone just needs help. I mind making coupons when I've turned something in late and I feel bad and I'm like, hey, it's late, I'm sorry, but here's 10% off your next reading. You know what I mean? And it's not that I mind the coupon, it's just I mind being late. You know what I mean? So some weeks it's super busy and some weeks it's super slow. And it's like, I wish it would be a little bit more balanced. I feel like YouTube is very much my advertisement. And so I feel like it would very much like help me share the information and draw more customers that are drawn to me. You see what I mean? But as I was using my, I want to get to 1,000 subscribers manifestation this morning, I very much heard, hey, it's the 1111 portal. You're telling everyone to go big. So I'm not going to say 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to say 1,000,000 subscribers, right? Because that's going big. That's something huge. And I'm going to work my way towards 1,000,000 subscribers. You see what I'm saying? Instead of just going, oh, I want 1,000. and I'm going to work my way till I get to 1,000. Well, then what? You see what I mean? So make it big. Whatever it is, it's got to be big, and speak it into existence and start actually taking the action to manifest those things. And I'm telling you, if you guys see that it's in your greater good, or you see that it's like not selfish and it's going to help other people, Spirit is definitely going to start opening the path for you. All right, Diana, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, guys, I know there were several of you in here, and I know there's several of you over on the Facebook. We've been on for a little bit over an hour. I do feel like Junior is home. I feel like I swear I smell food in there. So I'm totally going to get off here and cut it a little short. Thank you guys for joining me. If you guys read tarot, I definitely recommend using this spread. Always start out with what message does Spirit want for you, because that's what's going to come out regardless. You know what I mean? But then ask certain questions like, you know, I want to manifest something. Well, what's a practical step I can actually take? You see what I mean? So yeah, like for example, Diana's clear your path, stay positive, don't repeat cycles. You know what I mean? Practical steps that you can take to start manifesting what it is that you guys want. Thank you, Diana. I'm so glad it was helpful. And guys, if I didn't get to your reading, I'm so sorry. I am trying to do more lives. I'm trying to do them more often. I did throw a short one out yesterday because I did get a Talking to Heaven message for a subscriber. So if you guys haven't checked that out, make sure to go check that out. If you guys have subscribed, if you haven't, please, please do. It makes it so much easier to do the readings. And yeah, very much sent the message out. Did get a couple comments on there, so I do feel like it's reached some of its intended you know, people that it was for. But make sure to check that reading out, because I think I'm going to start doing those just like I do the love reading once a week or once every other week for someone in my tribe. I think I'm going to start doing the Talking to Heaven messages for someone in my tribe once a week also, because I do get pulled to do those a lot. And I'm so twin flame based in the journey and the Etsy that I tend to push that back. And then sometimes I feel like Spirit's really telling me that I needed to get a message to someone, and I didn't do it because I was so focused on the twin flame stuff. So I'm definitely going to start throwing in that mediumship just once a week, just so the message I know gets out there. So if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to hit that button. All right, ladies, everyone, sorry, don't mean to be like gender. But thank you guys all for joining me. Thank you, Eliana. Again, Facebook, Charity, I see you. Sandra, I see you. I'm so sorry. If you guys need twin flame help, please message me. Message me, email me. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be in a live. I don't mind helping, and I'll do whatever it is that I can. All right, everyone, I'm going to leave it right here. I'm sending you all abundant love and light on your journey. Don't waste the 1111 portal. Make it big, guys. Super big manifestations. Thank you. Thank you, Sandra.